we are going to continue with the weekly AllSigns Love Readings. I've done Aries, Taurus and Gemini on the last live just earlier, just a little bit a while ago. So now we're going to go on to Cancer, Leo and Virgo. That's plenty, isn't it? Okay, so starting off with Cancer. Let's get a bit of sage because I didn't do any before. Oh, that's beautiful. Good quality sage, that. Okay. I've got my beer. I've got my sage. I've now had the avocado that should have been on my avocado toast. They only had the toast part at the cafe, so I just eat in like a massive avocado. So no stomach rumbling. Let's have a shuffle for Cancer. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me. I'm just going to move that back. For Cancer's highest good, how is Cancer feeling in this first week of September 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting it? 3 cards for Cancer first of all, please. Okay, a bit emotionally closed off, Cancer. Okay, so if that was upright, you'd be looking to invest in someone. You haven't got your eye on anyone yet. You don't know who it would be, but you have a pentacle and you would like to offer it to someone. Okay, so when it's reversed, it's like I have like, no desire to kind of look for anyone right now. Not someone that I would like to commit to. What's just turned over there? This one. 9 of Wands reversed, dropping the burdens. Okay, so if that was upright, this would be the wounded warrior. It's the 9 of Wands card. It's someone that, there's been a lot of challenges, but they're prepared to keep on going. They've got some injuries, they've incurred some injuries, but they're just going to keep on going. They're a warrior. This is what they do. Okay, that is choosing to put those, put those weapons down, put the shield down. I'm not doing this battle anymore. Like, I'm not doing it. I refuse. Okay? So going on strike towards anything that's difficult, wanting a drama-free life, not looking to invest in anything right now. Sounds like bliss, to be honest. Yeah, look, like, I don't care. I'm not making a decision. I'm not dealing with this. Closed off. Yeah, not doing it. It's like ignoring the elephant in the room. That kind of like, yep, can't see you. You're not there. Let's get 3 cards to see who's showing up in your reading. The High Priestess reversed, the Three of Swords upright. Okay, someone didn't see this heartbreak come in because the High Priestess card is about using your instincts, your intuition, you know, trying to see ahead, trying to like figure out things that are approaching us that we need to be aware of, being wary, you know, of the road ahead, like good things and bad things, but that's reverse. And then it's followed by heartbreak, heartache. So someone did not see this coming like at all. It's really caught them off guard, throwing them through a loop. Not enough was cultivated or achieved. There was deception. There was not mutual love. Okay, so they could have like literally caught someone in the act, like cheating on them. They've realised like I've been made a fool of here. Major arcana for Gemini, however, I think it's just part of the narrative there that there was deception. Okay, and this person did not see it coming, so it's happened to them. They are not a deceptive person, it's happened to them. Okay. Now there could be some trust issues, but let's see. King of Cups. Yeah, so like, do you understand like the King of Cups when the upright is one that's like, you know, it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, it's water energy. You know, this is very emotionally intelligent, patient, understanding, forgiving. No, why would I forgive someone that broke my heart? I probably walked, you know, this person probably walked in on them, like cheating on them, or they found messages on their like social media where they're like secretly talking to someone, flirting, meeting up with them, you know, or like acting on something. This person's been completely deceived. Okay, they've realized like it's not mutual love. This is not a divine union, and it's really like it's just like in your face, like can't get away from it. Total heartbreak. Did not see it coming at all. Not at all. Deception, cheating, lying, cheating, stealing. It doesn't have to be that they cheated. It could be like, you know, people are like financially abusive. You know, they say they've got like good income, and then, you know, maybe they have got good income, but they spend it all and then they want your money as well. They might malinvest, you know, like constantly make poor decisions. Not talking about one bad thing, but it could be just, yeah, there's some sort of deception or cheating or lying, or maybe they said they were in love and love bombed and then they weren't really in love, you know? It happens. Obviously, like in a premeditated way. I'm talking about love bombing is like premeditated, you know, like with, you know, like shower this person with affection and I'm going to make them feel amazing, and then I'm just going to sleep with them and never speak to them again. Or, you know, I'll sleep with them a few times and then create a reason why we can't be together. When I was like talking about the future with them, you know, or I'm going to like, you know, make out like they're the best thing ever and tell everyone, you know, like that we're 50-50, and then like I'm just going to take all their money. Like it's something very deceptive here that's been exposed, like very abruptly. So that, you know, you would end up with trust issues after something like that, 100%. And it's strange because you're closed off to love as well. But you're showing up as a page, so I don't think you're involved with anyone. I don't think, you know, you've been hurt very, very recently. I think you're just protecting yourself for a while. I think you're just maybe not focused on relationships for a while. Well, this person, like, more recently, like, had their heart broken. Yeah, so, like, a third party's been exposed. There was 3 people. You know, this person was a cheater, guys. This person that's showing up in your reading got cheated on, and it was exposed very abruptly, and it's been an awful experience with this person, so I wouldn't expect them to be, like, looking for anything anytime soon, because they thought they were in a lover's situation, which is, like, divine union, you know? It's not like 2 of Cups reversed, where you sort of just fell for someone and then it was exposed. Like, this is, like, this person proper thought they were in a divine union. like they were meant to be with this person, they were with like a soulmate, you know, and it just wasn't. Let's get 3 for the outcome. The Hierophant and the Star. Now this could be about healing. Okay, the Star card is the major arcana for Aquarius. The Hierophant is the major arcana for Taurus. We're no longer the student, okay, we're now the teacher. We've become wise. We've become someone that can share their experiences with others so that they may not experience the same thing. So if in the past we felt like we've been very foolish and ignored some red flags and continued, you know, with someone that turned out to be a karmic, we might say, you know what, like I've done that, it's okay, like it feels awful now, but you'll get over it. Like you can recoup finances, you can get over, you know, this chaotic person cheating on you, because although it's awful that someone cheated, you're better off without someone that's this chaotic, or you're better off not being with someone who's, you know, ultimately just lying, like what you're in isn't real and it's not your fault. It's the actions of this person, that's their lack of integrity, their lack of emotional intelligence, you know, don't make it personal to you. You went with the first and you went with the last, do you know what I mean? But you're still going to be you when you come out of this. They're still going to be them, which is like ugly, isn't it? Yeah, so I think we're trying to be wise, we're trying to heal. Aquarius is the water bearer, and it's quite poetic to get the Star card where she's trying to bathe herself and cleanse herself and absolve herself of, you know, troubled waters and rejuvenate herself, like let go of, you know, the past, because we had this King of Cups reversed, which was very like unforgiving, very bitter. and you can totally understand that. But we don't want to stay in that energy. Sorry, just bouncing the tripod around. We don't want to stay in that energy. It's not good. If you like bear grudges, if you continue to feel angry, or, you know, looking at people like sideways because you just don't know who to trust, you can't really do that forever, you know what I mean? Like having quite toxic emotions there. So it's understandable. However, we don't want to get stuck in that. You don't deserve to be miserable if you've been cheated on. You don't deserve to be miserable if you've been deceived because someone love bombed you, made you feel stupid. You don't deserve to be, you know, feeling like rubbish or stupid because a chaotic person targeted you because they wanted to be like parasitic and function off you because they viewed you as a functioning person, do you know what I mean? Where they're non-functioning, they're dysfunctional. So yeah, try to reframe it and think, well, I don't have to deal with that person ever again, and I can recover because I'm functioning. They're not functioning, so they're going to take the chaos wherever they go. Two more cards for the outcome, please. The Sun. Okay, nice. Returning to a carefree state of mind. Okay, there's really nice healing taking place here in the outcome. I like it. We're being absolved of what's happened. We're learning from our mistakes. We're becoming, you know, like in a way that we are not burdened with this anymore. Let's get one more. The Knight of Cups, and then in comes romance. The Knight of Cups is like Romeo or Juliet, like someone who's just in their feels like, I've met this person and I can't stop thinking about them. Like, I'll lie awake all night thinking about them, and in the morning I'm totally rested, and I just have like, my heart's so full. You know, like they've really like fallen, or they feel like they could fall for someone. Like, that's so nice. It's like the final card in the outcome. That's really nice. Never ever had such a healthy like outcome after pain or, you know, deception, heartbreak. We've got this really, really nice, lovely outcome. That's beautiful. Someone's like open to love again, and it's not just that they're open to it, like they've found someone that they really feel like they have or could fall in love with. I think it's them, because you're like not looking to invest, but like on their side, it's all like cups. You're not really in a cups frame of mind. You're like, I don't want to invest. I'm dropping the burdens. I'm like, not kind of. It's like you're closed, closed body language. And then they've like had such the worst like situation. Like, it's really not their fault. It's blown up in their face. It's come out in an awful way. It wasn't expected. And yet they've healed really, really healthily. And they're actually like, maybe this person to be the Knight of Cups, and they're not just a Page of Cups, they're a Knight of Cups, so it's someone that knows you guys. It's someone that knows you. Either like you've been dating someone but like you don't want to invest in them, or they're in your workplace, or like, you know, somewhere in like your immediate vicinity, like they live in your street, or they work in a shop that you go to, or they're part of a club that you go to. Like, it's someone in your immediate environment, they already know you and they like the look of you, and they're gonna, you know, like the eternal optimist, like a hopeless romantic. Like, they could be cheated on, but they won't become bitter and then just be like, that's me done with love. Like, they'll realise that that person either didn't love them and just didn't have those feelings to start with, or that's a very lost person with like some kind of trauma, and, you know, they won't take it as like it's their fault, and they won't stop trying to be in love, but they've already got feelings for you. Whoever this is has already got feelings for you. And you have not had a relationship with them before, because it's a Knight of Cups. They know you enough to get a feeling of like a sense of like who you are, like friends, family, and like what you do for a living, and what kind of person you are. Like, they feel like they could really fall for you if they haven't already. Is someone in your environment? Because I don't think you've been dating anyone. You might have, but they feel like they've got a sense of who you are already. So I feel like it's someone that's like observed you a lot. Ooh, let's get a timing. When's this Knight of Cups coming in for Cancer, please? Ooh, it's coming for you. Cancer, okay, that's nice. I like it. It's coming for you. Dance. Take inspiration from the moonlight dancing on the surface of the sea. I feel like, you know, like that's very like much that kind of vibe, isn't it? Like healing, like happy, letting go, being absolved of like the past, like becoming healed, becoming optimistic, open to love again. Like, it's there. I know it's their card, but like they could be an Aquarius, they could be a Taurus, they could be Leo. We've got a lot of major arcana. They could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio because they've got the King of Cups reversed. You could be someone that feels a lot, you know, they love hard. When they're in love, like, it's not like passion based, it's like, I'm in love with you, like, I think, you know, you're high value, like, I care about you, like, I don't want anyone, I want you, you know. Very, very loyal, very, very, like, exclusive. Maybe possessive, like, to a healthy degree. Not controlling, but, you know, they're not gonna let you, like, be approached by anyone. Because you're theirs, okay? And they want to be yours. It's coming for you. Oh my god. Oh, right. Let's clarify. Why have they got the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups? Vicious circle, pattern of relationship issues, bad habits, and no-win situation. They could be like a hopeless romantic, you know, and like you're going to be worthy of this person because they're not a bad person, but people take advantage of their, like, you know, their openness, their big heart, they wear their heart on their sleeve. And it's very easy to, like, deceive people who are like that. It's not necessarily that you need to change there, it's just that if someone shows you some red flags, you gotta, like, leave it. Futures embrace, seize prospects, absorb wisdom, and spring into action for your ambitions. That's what they're doing. They're embracing the future. I love this, you know. Look at this. This person is like, they've learnt lessons. They've absorbed, it's literally that, absorb wisdom. That's what the Hierophant is. It's the teacher. They're no longer the student, they're the teacher. Spring into action. They're looking at the future. Look at this. They're not bitter anymore. They're taking action. They're going towards what they love. Oh my god, Cancer, like, what the hell? What the hell? In a good way. Keeping a promise. It's a very loyal person, okay? Like, it's the kind of person that they're, like, already thinking about proposing. They're already thinking, I'm not saying they're going to propose, like, straight away, because that's, like, love bombing. But, like, you know, like, they sort of fantasize in their head about anything romantic, the kind of, you know, commitment, being exclusive, like, going steady, the future, like, how they would propose, like, when they have kids, like, what would be their names, what would they look like. It's a person who's very, very loyal. They don't change their minds. They're not fickle. They're not going to change their mind about this. Like, they want you, okay? Very, very romantic. It must have really, like, really hurt them to be betrayed like that. Really, 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 like, sensitive person, you know, watery energy, like, a big heart, you know, hurts harder. Like, not everyone, it's a mistake to assume that everyone has the same heart, everyone feels strongly about the same things or has the same integrity or the same, you know, level of sensitivity. Some people have really blunted sensibilities and, like, they're very insensitive and they're careless with people's hearts, like, they're unhealed, you know, like, this person's really been stabbed in the back here and they felt it hard, but they healed and they're ready to go again. You know, like, and they've decided you're, like, someone they could really fall for, and, like, they deserve a better person than what they got last time. They really do. It's not impulsive. They're not going to change their mind. It's very, very sure, very, very steady. Those seemingly coincidental events are actually prearranged. This is destined, you know. This is destined. It says it's coming for you. Someone up there has gone like, do you know who would go really well together? Do you know who would go really well together? Like, it's these two people. So we've got divine timing. Doesn't get much more divine than it's just coming for you. You're not allowed to know when. So I feel like some sort of event or like happening could be like a very insignificant, you know, you think it's like insignificant, but you'll go to a shop and you'll bump into someone, or like you know, I don't know, it's something, it'll seem accidental where it's not, and it's not because they've set it up. Well, I do feel like they're already in your environment, you know, because they've already got feelings. But yeah, it's not you consciously like doing anything to bring it in. It's just happening. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I can't get messages because I don't think, or should I? Try, let's do it, but don't, if it doesn't make sense, we'll just disregard it, because these are more like no contact, where there's been beef or drama. But let's see if anything comes up. Oh, you're so special. You're truly divine. I've never felt energy like yours before, and I can't get enough. I can't deal with it. They can't get enough. Redirect your thoughts. Focus on what you want to attract in this relationship, not on what you fear will happen. Okay. Let's get some sacred geometry. Cosmic flower. Oh, we've had this already today. Was it Aries? The frequency of cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place that we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. I really, really like that. You know, your worth, there's like a quote that I reposted that was from another tarot channel, and it's not their quote, you know, they reposted it, but it was saying that, like, you know, a bottle of water could be like $2, you know, in a shop. It could be like $4 at a concert. It could be like $6. I don't know. They were like talking about, you know, how much that bottle of water is worth in different. Yeah. Yes, please. Talking about how much something is worth, you know, in different locations, but that bottle of water is the same bottle of water. So you have to know your worth, and you have to move. If you know, you've got within you like all of this energy, all of this creation, this hope, this positivity. talents, like everything, this wonderful energy. And you're worth that wherever you go. You didn't change, okay? If someone doesn't appreciate you, go somewhere else. This person's going to see your worth, you know. Look at this, it's beautiful. And you're going to see their worth. Someone did not appreciate this person. They broke their heart and, you know, probably like scoffing about how much of a fool they are, or regretting because they won't find a person that dotes on, you know, on them more. One sec. This is so nice. Look at this. Take inspiration from the moonlight dancing on the surface of the sea. Like, be happy, be carefree, be abundant. Find reason to like just not worry about anything because it's all in hand. It's coming for you. You got wish fulfillment coming in the form of this person. They were worth, you know, we can't laugh at people for putting their heart on their sleeve and being open and optimistic and romantic, because they're the bravest people of all. It's not brave to cheat on people. It's not brave to deceive people. It's not brave to love bomb. It's a nasty behaviour. It's deceitful behaviour. It's taking advantage of trust. You know, we wouldn't want the person that broke this person's heart, because what kind of heart does that to people? You know what I mean? Like, I don't blame this person. This is so like, oh my god, this is so like set up by the divine, you know. These seemingly coincidental events are actually prearranged. Love it. Right, let's get one of these. Advice for Cancer, please. Think positive, get some of your favourite music on, have a little dance in your room if you don't like dancing in public. Be happy, let those vibrations, nothing can get you into a natural high like dancing. You know, like, if you've been to like, I've been to Gay Pride, I've been to like all kinds of stuff, Eurovision, you know, didn't drink, and oh my god, like I felt like I was on a high, you know. It's just like the vibe, like the atmosphere, so like everyone just feels so free and like happy. They feel safe, like they can be themselves. Like, oh, it's just like, it's so cool. Let yourself, you know, like reach a higher state of consciousness and just be happy. Like, miracles, expect the wondrous to emerge. Oh my god, Cancer, like, come on, we've been waiting for a reading like this for how long? For you guys, like, come on. I love it. This person going to tell you how special you are. They're going to make you feel amazing. They're going to like set up a picnic for you. They're going to like, they're the kind of person that's going to think about how they want to propose, you know, like this person not looking at anyone else. They're not going to look at other people walking past you. They're not going to like, you know, talk about their celebrity crush. You are their crush. You are their person. You know, they're going to see you as like the future mother or father of their child. Like, I bloody love this. I bloody love it. Let's get a self-care and some positive affirmations, and we're ready to go. Because it's someone you're manifesting in, there's not too much, you know. I don't need to like love life for you, not the audience in your head. Okay, don't be like, don't be worrying what people think if you start dancing or singing or like, you know, just being in a good mood. Like, you are free to be how you want. don't let anybody like make you feel like you can't be, you know, authentic, because it'll be too much, or it'll be like, you know, out of character. You're not normally like this, why are you being like that? That's weird. You know, like, who cares? Maybe you've always been like this, but you didn't feel like you could express yourself because, you know, you didn't have the confidence to do it before or something. I'm very excited about this. Very excited about this. I am capable of making a positive impact on the world. Yeah, you might not be known as like being a sign that kind of is infectious or rubs off on people, but we've all got elements of like all of the zodiac signs, just in different amounts, and you're definitely going to be activating like parts of yourself that are more frivolous, more carefree, more like, you know, just wanting good times. And it's not in a shallow way, it's just like, I just want to be happy, like whatever it is, whether it's going to a music festival, whether it's starting a course in something I've always wanted to do, traveling for a while, going to see a comedian, you know, I hate karaoke personally, but you might like love to do karaoke or something. Like, I'm going to do what I want and I'm not going to worry about it, okay? Not because I didn't care about hurting people, because I'm allowed to express myself, like to be happy, to do things that make me feel good and nice. Living fully in the present shapes a meaningful past and a hopeful future. Just exactly what we've been saying, guys. I am worthy of love, success, and happiness. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that reading, Cancer. I'm going to move on to Leo. That was a beautiful reading, to be honest. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. Thanks for likes, guys. I appreciate it. Oh, give me a hype as well. I've seen that, you know, this YouTube have like decided that we can support like small creators now, and they're given like an option, you know, to like hype someone that maybe is like a smaller channel. Well, what am I looking for, Leo? I don't know why my cards are all mixed up. Okay, let's have a shuffle. Although we don't mind if a bit of that Cancer energy rubs off, because that was a nice reading. That. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Leo's highest good. How is Leo feeling in this first week of September 2025 with regards to what they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards, how Leo's feeling, first of all. The 3 of Pentacles, you're looking to collaborate, you're looking to work together, cooperate, okay, teamwork. 3 is a number of community. You can say that it's the workplace specifically, or you can say just working together with people around you, friends, family, a partner in a relationship. It's a nice card, very positive. Utilizing skills and knowledge, you know, in partnership and achieving good things. The King of Swords reversed. Now, that's an interesting one to come out, because the King of Swords, when it's upright, is someone who is, you know, very, very stable, very responsible, a person that is humanitarian. They're very knowledgeable. They like to share their knowledge. They like to motivate people, inspire people with words, you know, with actions, acts of service. You think about swords being communication and thoughts. You know, the way that you can help people through communication and thoughts is like motivational talks, you being a speaker at a conference or somewhere where you've got a lot of people, and it could be face to face, like assemblies, you know, in a school, or you maybe having a platform. But it's a person that wants to help. Swords are associated with like the truth, honor, justice, integrity. You know, if you're very good with words and the card's reversed, you could be someone that's blocking communication, or you could be very persuasive to the point of manipulative, deceitful, lying, you know, trying to make something go your way for your own ends. It's not great when it's reversed, to be honest. So you could have stopped communication with someone, or you could have used harsh words. You know, Leos are very fiery. Sometimes you say what's on the tip of your tongue and it's not very nice. You potentially giving someone what for, or cut contact with someone. Or you could be, you know, like quite manipulative at the moment for whatever reason, strategic, but in a sort of premeditated way. Let's get one more. King of Wands. I mean, that's more your energy, to be honest. You know, this is like, have goals, take action, reach them. Have goals, take action, reach them. You know, that fire is unrelenting. It's not, you know, being irrational or overly spontaneous. It's about planning, you know, create goals, plan for them, actuate them. It's very predictable behavior. It's very confident, assertive behavior, you know, type A personality behavior. This, you know, this is a king, so they're in the masculine energy. They're not doing stuff on a whim. It's not like this person has no regrets. They're kind of very proud of the things that they've achieved, and they will continue in that vein. I don't really get where that King of Swords comes in, you know. Where does that come in when you've got, because the other card's very positive. Cooperation, reaching your goals. Maybe you're just not being communicative with anyone for a while. You know what I mean? I don't really know what else to take from that, because I don't know why there would be deception or lying or anything. The rest of it's very positive. So maybe you're just not really, you know, talking to anyone or telling them what you're, unless it involves that person, like, why do people need to know? I think it's more like that kind of vibe. Let's see who comes in for you. Could be, you know, that you're focused on projects. Okay, so someone here that's showing up for you that's really focused on their own growth. Now, because you're showing up as a king, I know you're not showing up as a King of Pentacles, but I do feel like you're mature. I feel like you're established, calm, collected. You're not getting knocked off your game by drama. This person is not really at a king level yet. They're working towards being abundant, just, you know, like they can pay their own way. Like the next stage will be the Nine of Pentacles. So they're trying to work to become financially independent. Yeah, and they're working hard. They're gonna do it. You could also be a king because you have children, or you rent, or you have like a mortgage. Yeah, maybe you have responsibilities. Seven of Wands. This person very determined, very, very determined to reach the high ground, to maintain the advantage, to keep the advantage against their opposition. So they could be really work focused, and there's a lot of mirroring going on here. So there's a similar narrative. We can't have the same cards twice. There's only one of each card in the 78 card tarot deck. So it's two people that are very hardworking, very determined, very ambitious. You know, this person giving off like single vibes, you're giving off like more like settled vibes. But let's get another one, because you've got two kings, so there could be an age difference, or you could just have children and they don't, or they could just be like, maybe they're like, you know, trying to build career where they were focused on other things, or I don't know. Look, we've got the Page of Wands. They're a page. So I think you're manifesting in someone who's brand new. Okay, pages have not been down this road before. They're childlike, they're optimistic, they're excited. Very, very excitable energy. You know, like a little like 3-year-old on their birthday, just waiting to like put their party hat on, like blow out the candles, open up the present, like rag those presents open. Like just full on optimism, excitement, carefree. We've got, you see on both sides, it's Pentacles and Wands, so it's fire and earth on both sides. This is a new person that you're manifesting in, and they're a hard worker. They're very, very like determined to progress in their life, to become independent financially. They're not going to be a bum. I don't think you know this person. Let's see what comes out in the outcome. Could be a single dad, a single mum. And little do you know, someone's coming in for you. We've got the Star. Hang on, let's read from the back. The World, better days are coming. The Devil reversed. breaking free from some kind of toxicity, bad habit, third-party connection. Someone's released themselves from a third-party connection. Something that was toxic, something that was incorrect, something that was wrong, obsessive, involved, infatuation or over-reliance on passion. Something that was, not for your highest good. You've broken out of it. And then we've got healing. And there's this sense of optimism, like better days are coming. We're broken free from the devil. That's a cool combination there. That's cool. Let's see. Well, it's either you or them that's broken out of, they're not being anyone's plaything anymore. Maybe it's them. Page of Cups reversed. Now, the Page of Cups upright is an expression of emotion towards either someone new or someone that we're very, very sorry that we upset. It's an expression of emotion. When it's reversed, we're not expressing emotion. We refuse to apologise, or we refuse to make ourselves vulnerable emotionally to someone, to express how we feel. Oh my God. Breaking free from the devil is going to result in the 10 of Cups and the Sun. I mean, 10 of Cups is like a happy family life. Everyone living together, the two people, if there's children, everyone's just going to feel carefree and abundant. Every person's cup is going to be full. That's so nice. It's so nice. It's in the outcome. When's this coming in for Leo, please? When is this person coming in for Leo, this new person? Things happen sooner when you focus your energy on you. Well, it looks like that's what you've been doing. It looks like that's exactly what you've been doing. It looks like this person's been doing that as well. It's very like, let's see what kind of connection this is, because it does look like very, like you're mirroring the same vibe of like, I'm just doing me and I'm like creating my future. And, you know what I mean? Very like solar plexus activated. Different paths. You are not on the same path with the person you have in mind. The directions you want to move into are different. I wonder... See... Who is that about then? Is that who you're not talking to? Is it someone they've cut off? Or is it both? Yeah, because you like individually, each of you on here, like you and them, as individuals, you're just like, this is my individual path and I will not be, we shall not be moved. Like, you're just so focused, like. Someone's broken free from the devil and a third party situation, and it's gonna be like the best thing they ever did, because they're gonna find like a happy family life where they have like, they're not in the dark and they're not anyone's dirty secret, or they're not having to keep someone in the dark or keep, their dirty secret. Like, when you're the 10 of Cups, like it's like a true kind of connection that's out in the open. You live together, you're married, you have kids. And everyone's happy and abundant. Whoever this is for, or if it's for both of you, it's the best thing you're going to do. The best thing you will have ever done. Just keep doing what you're doing, Leo. In this person's past, because it's got the different paths thing, let's just poke around a little bit. Bad timing. Okay, so previously this person was hit by bad timing, too little, too late. It was someone that was taken or someone that was not ready to love again. Okay, so they had a bit of bad luck with that in the past. Peaceful parallel. Hi, Marnie. Peaceful parallel. Harmony flows, lives aligned. Basking in the serene glow of peace. This is two of you. You're like two separate people. They're perfectly aligned, going through the same kind of like level up, focus, hard work. Reciprocal lines, navigate boundaries with grace, mastering the art of give and take in harmony. Yeah, someone was not available to this person previously, and when they meet you, it's just going to be like the right time, okay? Nice. Keeping a promise. Hater. Setting the record straight. Ooh. They might, they might have people that are like, oh, you were foolish, or like, you got like screwed over, or aren't you dumb, for like trusting this person, and they're just gonna like tell people how it is, like, look, I'm high value, I know what I'm worth, I'm gonna build myself up, and I'm gonna have the life that I want, and I don't need to like have anyone like, I don't care what haters say or anything like this. Like, this person leveling up, guys. They're very determined. They're very optimistic, goal orientated. They're doing it. And no one respects that more than a Leo. I know that. Let's get sacred geometry. Oh my god, that's too many. Come on. Come on now. Okay. Discernment. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Now, I do love that. You know why? Because this is what you do. You use your discernment and you just focus on yourself. Things happen sooner when you focus your energy on you, okay? And let's just say that, because that's what both of you are doing, and good stuff's going to come out of that. Consciousness. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. Ooh, compassion. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. And now, didn't it say something about unconditional love? Yeah, detachment, compassion and wisdom. That's what exercising unconditional love is. It's like, I have no attachment to the outcome. I wish people well. No matter what this person did to me, it's water under the bridge. I wish them well. Like, it's not like, well, I want them to be happy as long as I get to be with them. Or like, yeah, it's just like there's no attachment to outcome. It's just like I wish them well. You know what I mean? Like, what's this one? Coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. I mean, you are creating the reality that you desire, you are, and they are. And it's like two hardworking people, two ambitious people, two focused people. It's the ultimate power couple. Tantric journey. The frequency of tantric journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with another. So this could be a very, very passionate journey. It could be a long awaited, like, I mean, Leo's a good lovers. And whoever this is going to be a good lover as well. I wonder if you're going to be two Leos. They could be Aquarius. They could be Capricorn. Capricorns are hardworking. Very, very hardworking. They could be a Leo themselves. Conception. Oh, love this. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. We're coming into consciousness, we're bringing into our awareness like everything that we want to achieve and how we're going to achieve it. And it's just all things are possible in this moment. Soul time. I've never had this come out. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. One that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal and the soul is timeless, limitless and infinite. So it's like, despite the fact that our body will only have 50 to 100 years to kind of like operate and function, your soul is timeless, limitless and infinite. Oh, it's making me feel like really emotional. What a beautiful thought. This is just like a shell, we move from one shell to the next, don't we? You can have like multiple lifetimes and your soul will never stop. Your soul is continuous. The body's just a husk. I don't want to keep hold of an old husk. I want a new shiny one, thanks. Healing. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Ooh. To me, that's like, get out in like nature, get grounded, it will heal you, Realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. That's a mic drop, if ever there was one. That is very cool. I used to be quite intimidated by that deck when I first started doing tarot, but I'm so glad that I kept using it, because they're just very, very different oracles and things to use. You're not sure what it all means, but you just have to trust in tarot and oracles, really, and like the message comes together. Like it makes sense as you voyage through it. Something, yeah. So I did clarify. I don't need to get messages from them because it's someone that's coming in the future. So I'm just going to get you some advice, I think. We did the timing. I can't deal with it. I actually can't deal with it. I cannot deal with it, guys. I can't deal with it. We have to squeal and squeak when, like, stuff happens that we can't deal with. Hang on, let's get one of these self-care cards. Ooh, where's that gone? No thanks, Dad. Surprise, look at this, surprise. Release your expectations and be open to surprise. I can, but it's like, I can't deal with it. It's too nice, Leo. That's too nice. We're getting drama, but it's like, I feel bad for Gemini because it wasn't like the most exciting reading, but yeah, that was like looking. It depends, doesn't it? But this does feel imminent. This feels imminent, Leo. Like, look, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. Realization, conception. Oh my God. I can't deal with it. Each of you is just focused on yourself and it's working for you. I'm constantly growing and improving. Oh, we got the same one twice. I've not done Libra yet. I'm going to do Virgo after this and then it'll be Libra. Probably in like an hour, Larry. Actually, more like 45 minutes maybe. I affirm myself by saying no when necessary. That's what this is. You've said no to something and you've released yourself from the devil, and what's coming in is like the absolute most happiest outcome. Honest to God, you're focused on yourself and you're working your ass off and you're making your dreams come true, and it's like, you know, it's working for you. A lot of self-improvement, a lot of career development, a lot of like making good choices. Oh, Leo, I'm so happy. Take care of yourself. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, hype the channel. And I will see you in the next one. Right, let's go on to Virgo. Okay, let's have a little shuffle. What I might have to do, Lavi, is like do Virgo, have my dinner and then come back on to go on to Libra. Because I can hear the dinners on the go there. Let's do one more shuffle. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Virgo's highest good. How is Virgo feeling in this first week of September 2025 with regards to when they're thinking about or dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Virgo's feeling, first of all, please. What's this? Ooh, okay. Now we've got the 6 of Cups reversed with the 8 of Pentacles upright. The 6 of Cups, let's look at them separately. The 6 of Cups upright is a soul bond, a soul tie. It's the one that we've been in an established relationship with. We now view them, you know, as high as family. The fact that's reversed says to me something's been exposed as not being a true soul connection. Like, you know, we fell in love and we thought it was our forever person, then it turns out not to be. The 8 of Pentacles is about growth, expansion, it's increments of time, money and energy. You know, this person working, they've got their tools, they're working really, really hard to grow and expand and improve. I don't know if you don't want to work on something anymore because you realise it's not a soul connection, or something wasn't working and so you've turned to focus on work. There's a soul, yeah, there's like a serious connection that's just not gone the way that we wanted it to. It's not true love, it's not lasting love, or it's expired. And I think we're focusing on work now, or it's like working on ourselves generally. Yeah, I think you might have come out of, let's see what else comes out. Yeah, it's the end of a cycle. I was going to say, I think you might have come out of a relationship, but then I was like, well, why isn't the 8 of Cups there? Do you know what I mean? Like, but with the Death card, it's like we're leaving a situation behind that just wasn't, you know, the contract's expired, it's done. We're not soulmates anymore. We're not in a soul bond anymore. Like, not necessarily anyone's fault, you know, not necessarily anyone's fault. Sometimes things appear to be working and growing for a while, and then it's like, oh, you know, like this isn't really how I thought it was going to be, or like, what's this? I'm going to count that one that flipped up and flipped back. Ooh, look at this. Knight of Cups with the High Priestess reversed. This is a lot of water energy. You've got the card of Pisces, the High Priestess. Is about being able to see what's coming, anticipating problems, trying to work out what's ahead. You're using your intuition and your gut. Now, the Knight of Cups is like romance, heavy romance, like Romeo and Juliet, romantic. Like, I've just started dating someone, or there's someone that I'm now aware of, and I really feel like I could fall for them, or I have fallen for them. It's like, you are so special to me. Like, I need to tell you, I need to express this to you. I only want you. Like, I don't want you to be anyone else's. Like, this is someone that wants to, like, lock it down. Do you know what I mean? So much water here, so much emotion. A lot of cups here. A lot of, I mean, we've got Scorpionic energy. We've got Pisces energy. It's not really like you, Virgo, to be like that, you know? You're determined to grow and expand, close out a cycle, and still continue to be romantic, to express your feelings towards others that you feel are very, very special. To a person that you feel is very, very special. But I don't know if your Virgos are highly reflective, like your symbol is the Hermit, and that's about the answers lying within you. It's deep soul searching. You know that statue, The Thinker, by Auguste Rodin, like deep contemplation, very, very reflective, sapiosexual, you know, you're the most reflective sign. I wonder if you're blindly going towards people or you're scared of doing that. You're scared of like approaching someone, you know, like, and like maybe you're not able to foresee. That would make sense. That would make sense because why would we have a soulmate card reversed? When you were working on it, you weren't walking away, and yet you're having to close out a cycle. And now it's like we're approaching someone new. But it's like being conscious of the fact that we could be doing this naively, you know. It makes me think of Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes in like that modern version of Romeo and Juliet. Is it Roman Polanski or someone that did it? Like, is it a foolish love? Am I being foolish? Like, I don't want to be made a fool of. Virgos don't forget, you know, they don't play, like, and they can be vengeful as well. Let's see who comes out for you. I think you're ready for new, but you like got, you know, bit of a side eye or like bit like just don't want to be played. The Hanged Man. I've not had that card for ages, you know. The Hanged Man is someone putting themselves in suspense. They're not making any moves. They're turning themselves upside down so they can see things from a different perspective. It's being very open-minded, trying to be careful, trying to think things through before taking action. You know, maybe I'm coming at this wrong. Maybe I need to see where other people are coming from. Is there another way? Like, problem solving, very open-minded, nice energy. King of Swords reversed and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Ooh. Right, King of Swords upright is someone of integrity, someone very like honest, truthful, loves to serve the community, acts of service as a love language. It's very Aquarian energy. It's air, you know, like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Thoughts and communications are represented with swords. When it's reversed, you could be cutting someone off. There could be a loss of money or lasting generational wealth, a failure to achieve it, or withdrawing money from, you know, what's already become lasting generational wealth, like withdrawing savings, dividing assets, having to put down a deposit on our own place because we're going through divorce. I would take this as a family card, because usually the Ten of Pentacles is achieved by two people putting money together, money, time and energy over many years, and creating something so stable where there's money for their children, money for their children's children. When Pentacles cards are reversed, there's a loss of money, or we're withdrawing, because we're dividing assets or undoing something that was achieved. So there could be divorce here. Someone's considering divorcing and removing assets, dividing assets, removing savings, withdrawing savings. But they've had a good old think about it. It's not being done on a whim. Let's get one more for them. Could be the person that you were dealing with. Doesn't have to be. Could be someone that you're manifesting in. I don't think you wanted the end, but I think you've accepted the end, like a while ago. And yeah, the timeline seems a bit off. Like this could be someone that's going through their own thing, but they were having a good old think about it before coming out of it. I don't know. Let's see what comes out next for them. Okay, they really don't want drama. This person that's considering coming out of a long-term, family situation where there's houses, there's cars, there's pensions, there's savings, pets, children. They've thought about it a lot because they don't want to be rash. And they definitely don't want drama. This is a drama card. It's internal conflict of emotion or external conflict of emotion with others. And it's reversed. So it's like, I don't want drama. Like, please don't. So they're not going to do this and cause drama or they want to try to do it amicably or, in the most humane way possible. Like, they don't want drama. Or they don't want to do something that they're going to regret and have mixed emotions about. Okay. So they want to avoid regrets. They want to avoid drama, whichever it is. I mean, if you're thinking about divorce, then the likelihood is it's something that you are going to go ahead with, Eventually, it's probably just timing. And then, oh, this is interesting. Deception, strategy, a lack of emotion being expressed, feeling like not enough was cultivated, heartbreak. Now, I'm going to take that as their energy, I think. Because I just feel like you closed out the cycle a while ago and now you're in a dreamy romantic mood. Almost reckless, like dangerously dreamy, like delusional. And then this person, that I'm saying that because of these ones, where it's like you're over it, but it was, it was gutting, but you're over it, you closed out the cycle, and now you're like just like blindly optimistic about love, which is like a nice vibe to be in. But this doesn't seem like your vibe. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think this is them. I think they're actually devastated to be leaving a connection, but they just don't feel like enough was achieved. They feel like something was really done that was really like not fair. Something deceptive, or they're having to like keep this idea to themselves for a while. Whatever it is, I think, it's still hard, even if you're the one that's triggering it or asking for a divorce, it's hard on everyone. It isn't like a walk in the park. It's very, very stressful. You know, you obviously get married with good intentions. Most people, you know, unless you're a toxic person, you get married with good intention, and to achieve lasting generational wealth is an achievement, and you can't say that because you're not keeping it all together and keeping that wealth in one place and living under one roof anymore doesn't mean that you don't deserve some of that wealth. Doesn't mean that you don't deserve some peace, some space, some privacy, you know, to live authentically happy. You can have wealth and assets, but if you're not in love with the person anymore, you know, you're not in love anymore, the contract's expired, and it doesn't mean that you didn't work hard for many years. You know, it just means that the contract's done now. Like, I just don't, you know, don't authentically, I wouldn't be being honest if I said I was like really happy, like being in this situation, like living under one roof anymore, and that's okay. It's not, people don't have to be happy about it, but they do need to accept it. You know, we can't make people be with us. It's not our place to force people to do anything in this life. You want people to work hard in your business, motivate them. If you want someone to stay married to you, treat them nicely, show them respect, you know, be communicative, be tactile, be careful with the emotions. If you want someone to be your friend, like, you can only have that friendship as long as they're enjoying it and they're happy to be in it. If they decide to do one, you can't make them be with you. You can't go and like tie them up and make them be with you. You know, like, we all have to accept that relationships, friendships, working relationships are transient, contracts are transient. We can't force anything. It was good while it lasted. Do you know what I mean? You can have a damn good innings, you know, and then people will turn around and be like, well, it doesn't count anymore. And I used to be like that, but I'm not now. Oh, well, it might as well all be shit because it's done with now. Might as well be like it never happened. No, that's not fair. Like, that's not fair. The Hermit reversed. It's your major arcana, but it's reversed. I don't think that's you, though. I think it's them. I think this person's unhealed. Like, if you look at what they've been through, they're going through divorce and they're just heartbroken. They don't want the drama, like. Let's get one more, because they were a combination and that was by itself. Okay. The Chariot reversed. Okay, so there's no forward movement with this at the moment. Even if you decide that there's someone that you've got your eye on that you like, they're not emotionally available. And if this is your person, you've accepted the ending and you're ready to love again. You know, to a point where you're like in a dreamy kind of energy, like delusional, you know, it's gone into like fantasy land, which is fine. We're allowed to hope, but yeah, because this could be like your ex, couldn't it, showing up in here? But it could be someone new that is divorcing and you know, they're not ready. Let's get a time in as if they're the new person. When will this happen if this is the new person that's being manifested in, that's currently going through divorce? February. Okay, so I'm gonna clarify and then I'll run and get my dinner and I'll come back on. Why has this person got the Five of Wands reversed, the King of Swords reversed, the Ten of Pentacles reversed? Why are they divorcing? Unpredictable. Never know what they'll do. Unreliable life wire. Controlling. Someone's had a right temper. They've been very controlling and there's too much drama. Way too much drama. Right, this come out sideways, so I'll read both. Fluttering heart, your passion leads you to the love that you desire. Magnetic fate, attraction sparks pursuit, guiding souls on a journey to their destined union. Oh my god, just in time for Valentine's Day. This person's getting a divorce, right? They thought about it a lot, but they decided that they're doing it. And, you know, they're sick of the drama, they're sick of the control. Someone's being very domineering, very dramatic. You know, they could be physically violent, which happens to men and women. They could be emotionally manipulative. This person done. They're just like, I need out, you know. So that's how you'll know who it is. You're all up in your feels. You might know who this is, but if you don't, it's coming together in February, guys, and it's destined. Reaching your goal. Okay, pay attention to signs and synchronicities. The synchronicities you have been noticing are not coincidences. Reaching your goal, everything you want from this connection will manifest in the near future. Nice. Very, very nice. Oh my god, look. Divine Feminine. The frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly. Helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Oh my god, beautiful. Kindness. What if being kind to yourself really could change everything? I think that's for them, you know. They're looking after their own physical and emotional well-being, their own financial well-being, because you get financial abuse as well. They're all methods of control. You know, what someone says to you, how they control you with money, how they control, you know, your physical actions, like, you know, hitting you, like telling you that you're this, you're that, like, oh, terrible things happen to people. You know, people put up with this kind of stuff for many years as well, because they don't feel confident to leave or they worry about the kids. It's frightening. Let's get some positive affirmations. Being kind to yourself really could change everything. I feel and love life. It drives me forward. I am actively pursuing my dreams. I will speak them out loud and make them happen. I choose to dream bigger, unlocking new levels of freedom in my life. Oh my god, that's absolute tea. I am grateful for the many blessings in my life. She's gonna yell in like 3 seconds. I need to go. No. Optimism. After each rainstorm, there will be clear skies. Love it. I absolutely love that for you, Virgo. All right, take care. Please give the reading a like, share, subscribe, hype me, support the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to go and get my dinner, and I'll come back on to do the next three signs, okay?